what was it? Su57.
Lightfoot, Dauntless, Resilience. No, we're gonna dismiss.
I think that's how you spell shingles.
I think that thing could be incredibly fun, CJ.
I'm like debating like getting that.
Really?
Yes.
So you want to move on from having all the space in the world to having a seat and a half?
I never said I was gonna sell the Volvo.
I know, but man, you already don't have parking space.
I
Okay, yeah,
know.
this was the 57. Hang on. Where's that image? It's like an
I
image.
think it could be incredibly fun.
I know it could be fun.
You can't really see it in this image.
The Winfield Continental. That's the medium lever action rifle, isn't it?
Yes. Continental is the one that shoots medium ammo.
Alrighty.
Either way, this is Russia's like was this fifth or sixth? I think it's
Yeah, that's the 57.
Yeah,
that's their guys. It's totally not a.
I
It's totally fifth gen fighter.
Yeah, and
Totally not a spy plane.
And in both of the in a lot of the promotion images, you'll see like it's not roofing shingles. I think it's like roofing. It's like roofing nails or roofing screws or whatever. Either way, it's something you would not want to put on a like fucking aircraft.
Nah, it'll be fine.
It'll be fine.
It's like putting grip tape where you're supposed to get on.
I love how fucking Russia's just like, nah, bro, the fucking F-22, F-22 sucks, and then they proceed to make a plane that looks vaguely like the F-22. Or F-30. What? I forgot what aircraft it looks like. Hang on.
Man, you call yourself an American, but you can't tell the difference between an F-22 and an F-35.
For shame.
I smell a communist.
Oh, no. I mean, oh, come on.
Smells like teen.
Well, you know what? Maybe I don't recognize it because the F-22 never saw combat. Nah, I'm kidding.
Oh, fucking excuse you.
It probably has seen
combat. Did too. It got a weather balloon.
All right, be real with me. That's not combat.
More combat than you'll ever see.
Damn.
I mean, if Biden keeps doing this shit, maybe not.
He's gonna get drafted sooner or later.
Yeah, so am I.
We'll get you there.
Either way, what a fucking... oh, no, I didn't mean to save the image. Oops. No, I want to open image in new tab. But look at that. Dude, I remember the first time I saw this was in the first Transformers when Starscream like transformed into it. I was like, God, that's such a... I don't know why, but it just looks so fucking clean, bro. It's also a stealth fighter, isn't it?
I think so. Yeah, it's stealthy.
To be fair, unless it's an AC-130 or a big ugly fat fuck, what isn't a stealth fighter?
Or the Felon here. I know that's what the code name they gave for this thing. The Felon. Yeah, but come on, that looks almost like, look at this. Like straight up, that's almost a ripoff. Like, come on, look at this. Like, am I crazy? Because these...
A little bit.
Oh yeah, the Buff will live forever. It's getting new engines.
Oh my God, it is.
Yeah, you didn't know that?
No, I didn't know that.
They've been in testing phase for a few months now.
Well, guys, actually, the A10 sucks. But what it really is good at is a short range bomber.
A plane that's built around a gun is good for short range bombing.
Yeah, there's a guy named Laserpig that dropped the video. Is part 2 on why the A10 sucks.
Well, he's wrong. But
Yeah,
okay.
I mean, he is also Scottish, so get your country back. You know.
Hey, Scottish people are cool. All right,
No, they're not.
they have nice accents. I
Not
like
that
them.
one.
Let's see what else can I.
Count Dankula is an absolute baller. Laserpig, on the other hand, although I'm not gonna lie, he had some good videos, but that was just an L. That was just a major L, because then he started talking about like the blue on blue incidents of the A10, and he started blaming it. Yeah, he started blaming it on the what was it, the lack of technology in an A10.
Yep.
Even though not realizing that like all those blue on blue incidents could have been avoided if the British knew how to handle a fucking radio.
Wait, lack of tech? Before the U.S. uses something in open combat, it has to meet a certain standard.
So what he's
They
talking
don't
about
just
is
pull a
that
plane out of. Okay.
there's these things that people have on their convoys called what is it, FRFs, friend or foe indicators, and yeah, they for whatever reason the British didn't have theirs turned on or something. I can't remember why, but yeah, the long and short of it is they didn't have their FRFs turned on. Now that wouldn't be a problem, except the A-10's doing bombing runs. And and that was one of the other things he said is, well, they didn't notice the giant orange patch painted on the hoods of the trucks. Well, first of all, the British don't always do that. Not every allied country does that. America's pretty hardcore about it, but yeah. Second of all, the plane's flying at 15,000 feet, and it's going 400 miles an hour, and you're looking out a window that's smaller than the monitor you're looking at right now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he might have missed it.
As well as not just that, but even in the video, he plays the audio from one of the A10s where the A10 like is flying over a convoy.
They noticed as soon as they were flying over. They went.
Yeah, and then
have an orange square?
No. It was the A10 pilot like contacts the British, or not the British.
Oh yeah. Do you have any? Yeah, is it CENTCOM?
Yeah,
hey,
yeah.
Are there any allies? I'm seeing a big convoy here. Is there any allies here? No, you're good.
He goes, okay, well, I got to go ahead. So he goes in, does his run, and then all of a sudden on the radio, stop, blue on blue. Man, dude.
Yep.
And he did, you know, I want to give Laserpig the benefit of the doubt because the guy makes some banger fucking videos, I'll be real. But that one just fucking sucked. That one was just fucking
People like
dog
to
shit.
hate on the A10. It's a weird phenomenon.
Phenomena. Bum, bum, ba-da-dum.
But
and then he started. What was it? Then he started talking about like how he asked the question of, does the A10's gun actually penetrate a T80 or a T90?
Yeah, and then he tried to say no, which was fucking weird. Like, well, they're using way more ammunition than they needed to, and blah blah blah. And then he also brought up the whole depleted uranium thing, which is not fucking true. Yeah, the whole thing about depleted uranium where, oh, they're releasing radioactive material and children are breathing it in. It's creating
depleted.
Yeah, that's exactly. I'm glad you picked up on that part of the word.
He didn't.
But yeah, they're like, but look at all of these genetic defects in births over in Iraq. It's like, and that is a very interesting
hard bullet. That's all.
That is a very interesting correlation. But that does not have anything to do with necessarily causation, especially because those same birth defects are also in Israel, or not Israel, in Jordan, and Saudi Arabia, and Iran, and fucking Pakistan, and all these other Muslim countries. And you know what all those countries have in common? About 60 years ago, 70 years ago-ish, they all looked like Southern California because they weren't super hardcore Muslim. They were Muslim, but they weren't like... You got to keep in mind, the current iteration of Islam in the Middle East is like extreme Islam. Oh boy, lost 4 people. Apparently, people didn't like that. That's fine though. They can go fuck themselves. Yeah, the Islam in the Middle East is like hard. It would be like, well, technically the Amish are Christians, but you wouldn't call a Christian your typical, or you wouldn't call the Amish your typical Christian. You know, not all of us have our hand up a fucking horse's ass to, and that's a mechanic, by the way. Yeah, it's like, yeah, it dumb, bad take.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, the point I'm making is incest is okay in Islam. You can bang your cousins, and once or twice it's not that big a deal. But when you've been doing it for about 3 generations, you start having some severe genetic What happens is the DNA starts to degrade.
Yeah.
Hey, isn't that the same thing that happens when you get high doses of radiation? Your DNA starts to. Wait a minute. Hey, I think we found a causation and a correlation. And people go, yeah, but they've been like that for thousands of years. Yeah, but they weren't slamming their sisters 1,000 years ago. That pretty much only started about 50 years ago. When all the hardcore imams were like, no, we must go back to monkey. You know, the Western ideals have infiltrated Islam for too long. Women need to go back to covering themselves. I'm dead serious. Look up pictures of like Iraq and Iran and fucking Saudi Arabia like 40 years ago. And they look like Southern California. Yeah, like Iran 1950s. That's Iraq.
Yeah, who cares? Same place. No, I'm kidding.
I mean, it.
Now, here, we'll look at some images.
Hey, look at those women! Look at them covered up in their bikini. No, the other one. The one next to it.
Oh, this one here?
Yeah, look at that. That's weird. They don't
Those are
look
just
like...
beekeepers. I don't know what you're talking about. It was
look,
always
there's
like
women
this.
in long dresses, but
Yeah, what a
oh,
baller.
look, there's some women that she's not covered up. That's an
Why?
odd coincidence.
That is weird.
Here.
Yeah, what? Why?
Because the
Yeah,
hardcore moms
even in their like
Yeah.
advertisements, like they're not wearing burqas.
Yeah, because the fucking hardcore moms came along and went, no, we must go back to monkey.
Hey, the protest march for women's rights in Iran in 1953. Yeah, yo.
Yeah, but I mean, like, it's a great example. Like, they thought they didn't have rights then. Ha! Hold my falafel.
Crazy to think that they want to bring that shit over to the Europe.